last stop before we close out. Circling back on the subject, we hit the bell. A little update for the risk radar because we've been out of touch the last few days. Let's go through it real quick. Stocks still green. Equities bounced exactly where they needed to today, especially considering NVIDIA's numbers. That was a huge hold. The fact that we were down in NVIDIA to start off, stocks slipped, and then we rallied back into the close. Really good session for equities. Bonds still red because it looks like treasuries are up for a coin flip when it comes to December and the Fed. As we talked about Kathy Jones and Liz Ann Saunders, those odds back down to about 50%. That was my baseline expectation for keeping bonds red and the dollar green. Now, lastly, crypto. Things that go to 90 probably go to 100. Things that go to 98 probably do too. What was interesting today, though, was the fact that MicroStrategy slipped while Bitcoin ripped. I'm watching two things here. Firstly is that the way MicroStrategy has become an incredible feat of financial engineering as this extremely high leverage trade, as extreme betas you can basically get. MicroStrategy's last reported break even was in the mid 30s. After their big $4 billion purchase of Bitcoin just in the last several weeks, it seems like the break even is much higher here, more so than ever. Michael Saylor is confident, and the coiners are too, that there's massive sea change coming for the industry. They may be right, and I may be wrong, that there's no one left to buy post ETFs if the government's actually going to do it. So here's what I'm looking for. Any volatility in MicroStrategy, because that can become the tail that does wag the dog that could slow down the rise in BTC, given how much that company is intertwined in the actual physical holding of what they own for Bitcoin now. MicroStrategy is as powerful a force in the crypto market now as anything we've seen. Watch it as an indicator too for potential slowing of momentum, given that that is the levered play now for Bitcoin. Secondly, the RSI is looking good. It is improving. The RSI is the measure of momentum that has formed that bearish divergence I've talked about on the long-term all-time chart for Bitcoin. Every time BTC's made higher highs and broken out, the RSI has reached a lower peak. If RSI in this move gets above 89, then that will kill that bearish divergence, and that to me would open up the door to the massive celebratory victory that the coiners would be taking at that juncture. I'm watching that closely. RSI right now about like 85, 83, so it's getting interesting for sure. Thanks for tuning in to Schwab Network here at Impact in San Francisco. For the last 48 hours, I'm Oliver Rennick signing off. I will see you back in Chicago next week. Have a great day. Have a great day tomorrow.